You know, every time I'm restarting my computer, the Rode mic just stops working. It might be my USB device. I might have to get a new hub, but there you go. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up. Um, I want to look up real quick while we're just chilling. Yeah, dude, it's so annoying. At least it doesn't die in the middle of stream. It only dies at the beginning. But I'm pretty sure if I just get an external USB setup with it, so that it's always powered, then it hopefully will just connect to my game computer when it's up. Because I have a whole different. I literally bought another USB device, Dragon, because of that. And then the next USB device has a new issue. But okay, so we're gonna go look up orders. And there's like Ventani, the order and shit. An iron order. Uh, there they are. Nanzada, Zakunu, Ventani, Rashna. Speaking in tongues. All right, so what we need is on death, sound as a lookup system. We just need to grab each of these names. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it's fine. I'm just making it where whenever a warder dies, plays the dragon death sound. To do with the ancients as well. What are the ancients? Something like ancient. Well, if we look for sleepers, there. They even have weirder names. All right. They're added. We'll restart my script real fast. I did some improvements on the script, by the way. So it'd be fun. I'll show you some of them real quick. Basically, of course, now it says spawn because I didn't rezone yet, but whatever. Let's go find a shaman caster mob. First of all, when I cast, you now see the spell icon, but also when a mob casts, you see Blast of Venom, and it shows the spell icon, which is pretty cool. Also, you get the number of X targets as kind of like a total health thing. So like if I just kill this one mob, you can see that the other health mobs is still they're all about 50%. And when I kill another, the total go down a little bit because that was that guy's health removed. I kill another, and now the final health is just reflective of his specific health. I thought that was kind of a cool system. So it kind of gives me, without looking at the top right, kind of a gauge on like how many mobs I have pulled, and then also how much health they have left. Boom. So you can see they're about 75% dead. Now they're less than half. There's one target and he's barely alive. Super handy. Should change the colors, but one step at a time. Yeah, I thought that was a kind of clean way to do it. All right, let's go do fear. Actually, stress test it a little bit. I need to make Kazakh Thule death sounds, actually, though. Where does it pull the spell icons from? The same place that EverQuest does. So all you have to do is override the classic spell, or the spell icons in your client, and it would pull it from whatever. What was I going to work on? I wanted to grab I need to see the sound list from Wiki. Yeah, sounds reference. So in sounds reference, we can search for like Kazakh death. Kazakh. Cast tie. Say, when Kazakh Thule dies, play from sound 3 the death sound. I also don't. Okay, I do have Venril Sathir, Kazakh Thule, Faradar. What are some other noteworthy sounds that are fun to hear when people? I don't know. I don't kill a lot of bosses lately, but we're gonna go do fear. Let me reload this. It's still not quite ready yet, Dragon. I keep adding features instead of cleaning it up, but it's getting there. I could technically send you like an early release copy, but it's honestly, even when I have it done, it's still going to be a little bit of a pain to set up because of the libpcap dependence. Not that that's end of the world, but you'll have to go and download libpcap and make sure you have it installed. And like for example, you can't set colors. You can't tweak the font sizes. There's a lot that's missing, but all right, we're gonna go. We're up to 20 now. Kazakh's gonna aggro, and then it's gonna go to like a bazillion potentially, or I guess 20 is the max that it ever shows. But see, now you can see the total health of mobs and the total health of me. All right, so we're gonna use a ward. Let that tick for a moment, and then flop, and let that take hits for me while I AE again. Come on. There. So now I can heal. You can see they're all about down to half, even without anything targeted. That's pretty cool. libpcap. It's a package that you can install. It's not a big deal. It's just something. I don't detect it. You'll just get errors if it's. Anyways, but yeah, pretty clean. So when Kazakh dies, we should hear his death sound now. That was pretty quick, actually. It really wasn't that many mobs. All right, let's kill Kazakh. I just want to hear the death sound. Let's see if it worked. Didn't work. Wonder why not. Do I get debugging on that? No. I did fix the hashtags though, which is nice. Also, I started looting everything, but I might have a stack of Othmerfears somewhere. There they are. Get those out of that in case I auto sell on accident. All of this goes in. Rather box the reg. Again, it works. I've tested it. It's just the triggering mechanism I have right now needs some TLC. As per usual, that's the problem with like the majority of the junk I write is I don't take the time to properly debug it. I just whip something together and move on. And yeah, I just got to go over there and that's great. Yours work. I'm talking about my packet-based death trigger because this program that's showing all this data doesn't touch your log file. It has no memory touching. All it's doing is watching packets, and when certain packet events happen, it collects data to give you all the data. So basically, it should be a lot more performant than keeping log files on. And it also will, every time you're hearing a loot sound, that's actually a packet event of looting being triggered. I'll have to write some debug for death. But notice my X target says I have 10 on the list still. This was a good stress test. Here's what I did. I have a debugger. Let me show you. I need to finish looting, but I have a debugger that's telling you the number of X targets. And you can see here, you know, this is modifying slots properly. Like 10 was 206, death 206 occurred, and a packet came in that said, hey, modify slot 10 to be spawn 0. But the fact that this says 10 is probably also why this is showing like slot 2. The slot 2 is fright. This is informing us though the corpse was never cleaned out, which was spawn 72. I don't think we ever got the update for it. So this may help us clean up. Because the numbers on here are actually incorrect. It starts at 0, not 1. But this Amagladen Warrior was a... Let's copy all this real quick. There's going to be a lot, but we can copy as much as we can. Okay, so slot 1 being a spawn ID of 72. Been there for 19 updates. And what I'm curious about is, was there ever a slot modify slot 1 packet to be not there anymore? In the recent history, it hasn't. What this means is that right now the server is sending data that's incorrect. So there needs to be a sanity check, even just a flush. We'll have to see what clear X targets does. Once I finish looting. Because I'm curious if clear X target is just sending a bulk X target send again and, you know, updating your packets. Also, we're losing when corpses poof. Is it doing updates? Doesn't look like it. Because I still have 10 X targets. But it did make the client stop putting it on this location. Let's do hashtag clear X targets real quick and see what happened. Okay, so clear X targets is actually sending a packet that is modifying. Oh, interesting. That's a very inefficient way to do it. Why would clear X targets send a packet for every single modify instead of a bulk send? That feels very inefficient. I'll have to go look at that code here in a sec. But yeah, some of the bugs that you're seeing with X targets where it's like lingering mobs are on the list and shit, it's just because the code that like gives you the updates is really inefficient. It's not doing it properly, in my opinion. There's a few things it could do that could improve it heavily. Even just the moment your X target list is empty, just send a bulk send of every slot being 0. It's a single packet. It's not that expensive. It would probably fix the vast majority of problems. So when you do clear X target, it's sending a command of, where is it at? I don't know why clear X targets the command output. Okay, so it just has a function called clear X targets. And this function iterates the entity list, removes it, and then sends a target. So this right here, I don't think is the right approach. What you should be doing instead, just because you're sending null pointers for the slot, what that ends up doing is it's going to fall back to this, check the slot type, and then send over a 2 or the type. So, I mean, it kind of works, but we have this packet in here that actually sends bulk, and it would probably make more sense. Make it, no, I'm going to ignore you. You're sometimes really hard to understand, dude. I mean, I get the idea, but let me focus here. So essentially, a lot of these packets are ultimately just sending null pointers. And I already know for a fact, though, that like clear X targets has another problem with it where it will not properly flush it because the moment an update happens, it will attempt to reapply your X target list with items that aren't actually on it anymore. So it's like just really buggy across the board. I need to figure out, like, you notice here, remove X target doesn't have a timer removal, I don't think. Let's see. Remove X target. Yeah. I feel like clear X target could be totally cleaned. But yeah, there's two things that could be fixed about this. First of all, send X target updates should be called. Second of all, the flush. Where was that flush at? There's like this timer. Yeah, a lot of this code is 8 to 12 years old. I'm seeing opportunities, though, on how we could improve it. Where's the timer? This is a different packet removed from entity list. What I really just need to do is sit down, because we also know like this one, removed from targets fading memories, has bugs as well. Where's that timer though? I saw that earlier. Well, there's the AI feign remember timer. Yeah, I mean, I might do a PR. I don't know, dude. I'm seeing evidence of like all the problems. And so now that I actually expose X targets, it's becoming even more obvious like what the bugs are. So I'm just trying to fix it because it's something that's plagued EverQuest and Ikimu for a long time, literally like 10 years. I'll be AFK for a bit though. Gotta go eat. In fact, I'll probably just chill here and I'll be back in like a few minutes. I'll put up my note. We can remove all this. I'm still around. I'm just gonna be back and forth while I'm eating. Probably should have kept that one, but that's all right. That's my status right here. I am, dude. It's just not an easy project. RF2 Plus is going to be a very requires me to do a lot. Congrats, Overloaded. Everything going good? The hospital overall came out better, hopefully healthier. I gotta go eat, so we'll talk later. And I'm back. And there's the huge ass obnoxious pet. I need to just make a system where... Can I do that? I'd have to do a core mod. I bet if I PR'd that though, Kata would take it. But basically make it where if you have a pet and its scale is over X and you flip an option, the pet will never go beyond like a scale of Y and just heavily shrink the size of everything because they got a pet problem. Too many. There's also a lot of pets that like I have don't target pets enabled, yet I can target pets sometimes. Like here, this elemental minion. It looks like elemental minions and tiny bears sometimes can be targeted. That's a bug. But anyways, I'm back. We're gonna go do sleeper. So secondary recall. I mean, shit's broken here because he has the multi-pet problem. So Elias is up and the controller, but I might go mess with that later. Okay, got a bunch of buffs to put on. I don't have EQ. Log parser, Ina. Aren't you showing cast bar? There we go.
Enraged.
Okay. So yeah. Overall, I'm enjoying how I'm improving my UI. I basically forked the UI system that I was using before because I didn't like how he made executive decisions on certain things. But the big thing I need to work on next with it is button support. I'll make it really simple. I don't even need 9 slicing. All I need is the ability to like... I don't know yet, actually, what I'll do. I'm thinking I might just keep replicating ElvUI. I mean, ElvUI just works. And it's easy to replicate than it is to make my own decisions. I might have to log into WoW and just double check some of the nitty gritties about like when you click on an element, it pops up the settings page on the center of the screen, you know, kind of replicating that. Setting up all the different drop downs and font settings and, you know, all that tediousness so that everyone can tweak their shit however. Even their layout models where it's like you press a button and it centers it. I would like to replicate some of that junk too. But it's a lot of work. Partly why I don't have releases. This is just like endless work to get something polished enough to go to the masses. And I honestly shouldn't be working on this more than what I've done because, oh, X targets doesn't flush on zone. I can fix that real quick while, well, let me buff before Bazaar comes down. Or Bazaar button is up again. And okay. No, click the illusion there. Click all this junk here. And put some of these buffs on. Okay. Yeah, we got about 30 seconds. So now the question is, what was I about to do? The X target flush. That would be, I got too many projects open. We want X target, which is in spawn, whenever a new zone happens. Is it new zone? I feel like new zone is the packet for spawns. No, it is new zone. Okay. So whenever, don't already have new zone in here? Do not. How am I flushing it? I have new spawn. There. We also need to do HP update. Take that out. Okay. What that just did is made it where now when I zone, X targets don't linger after. Okay, so we're gonna click you, go here. Yeah, I see. Much more comfortable. I'm half tempted when the number of X targets is just one to make it not show on the bottom bar. So like it's an easy indicator that you have an ad. It's just by looking at that bottom bar appearing. Pretty easy to add. It was just, I don't know if I like it or not is the question. Buffs is still wonky. I don't know why I broke it, but I did. But that's for another day. When there's only one X target, it's just replicating the target bar, so it's not like that useful anyways. Let's see if we get a death sound when this guy dies.
Enraged.
Nope. Why not? Could be a clean name bug. Could be the event isn't triggering the sound. It could be the sound. No, I mean the loader for the sound should be good. I've tested that. I don't know. Whatever. I think it's still worth it, by the way, for me to. These are getting too high. It's getting in the way of my interface now. Might have to tweak that at some point. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Enraged.
By the way, the people that say that you can run Rage for 12 seconds, I think are full of crack, because even when I get the ideal duration, if you look at my buffs, it'll go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and then it'll poof at like 5. So while it seems to last longer than one tick, I think it's an illusion of a client-side glitch. I'm pretty sure on the server, you're still only getting 6 seconds.
Enraged.
So maybe because Aporia decided that extended enhancement should still apply for whatever reason to Bloodlust, you might be able to get the extra tick off of that. But because Rage is a focused effect now, I don't think you can get greater than 6. I don't think your tick timer matters, the people that are timing it. I got to do more testing to really confirm it, but I'm pretty confident that's what's happening. The whole idea of like, oh, if you time your ticks, you're going to get longer duration, I don't think is real. It used to be that case with bards, but like, have you ever watched the actual numbers, like the procking? Do you believe that you can get it greater than 6 seconds with Rage? Hmm. Because we could look at the source and I can actually kind of, back it a little bit, like what I'm stating. Because, no matter what your client makes you think, it's the server that really matters. And in order for it to do what you're describing, it basically has to round up your tick timer and can potentially give you up to 6 seconds. But even if that happened, it would be pretty easy to remove that problem. Like, it's weird that that's how it would behave. I guess that might be a EverQuest legacy thing. Anyways, all right, so we're just going to take our time. We're just going to DPS him. We're going to dot him up, keep ourselves alive, wait for the ad. So I've not tested it heavily. I usually don't care about it, but like if you watch right now, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That implies that it was lasting for 9 seconds. But if you look at the numbers on the right, you can see that after the second round, my procs weren't effectively doing it. I guess I could look at spells and we could actually confirm it that way too. I need to write a system that like more accurately depicts, you know, when you crit and stuff. And that could help debug that too. And I'm not doubting you, Malik. I'm more just building a theory around it. Like, is that truly the case? All right, let's try this again. So we're just gonna time it whenever. 9, 8, 7, 6. And you can see my crits are getting me up to about 20k. 2, 1, 0. So that timing, that could have been a 9-second run. It's hard to say though. All right, so we got Chihuahuas, which I don't even think I put him on there. Do I bother burning him? I actually don't think it matters if I burn him or not. I think what matters more is that I just stay on top of Carafirm and make sure that I constantly DPS him. Because as long as I get him to 28%-ish, and then I follow that up with a full burn, he should die. And I don't think the extra damage from the ad is going to matter that much. Especially because he's not dispelling me, so it's not like I have an extra chore because of him. So we're going to go ahead and do a burn again. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so that time it did tick over the duration. I've had it though where it'll go 6, 5, and then fade immediately after. So maybe it's just a timing problem. All right, we're going to go ahead and Death Bloom while we're kind of in a comfy position. We're also going to add Hand of Death. I need a Lace Hand of Death, I think, onto Leech. Because I'd like that just to constantly be used. All right, where mana is 75. We get mana nice and up there. Kind of give it some extra life tap love while we're doing that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and click it off. We're at 93. We're good enough. Hopefully I'm not in trouble. Nope. All right. So, doing Rage. Faded. That was a 6-second one. Reapply dots. And why is he resisting Swarm so much? It's weird. Okay, so he's at 38%. We have a full burn up. What we probably should go ahead and do Let's wait till 30, turn on Funeral Pyre, do a full dot rotation, and then maybe even like 32. We could do that. All right, so we're at 32. So we're going to go ahead and do Funeral Pyre focus, and we're going to go ahead and reapply dots. And we're trying to do it before 28, because once he hits 28, we're going to switch back to you know, doing why am I dying so much? That was a blade. Okay, so we're at 28. Go ahead and do a burn with that, and then we're going to go ahead and do improved, prolonged, and the moment that fades, we're going to go right into nuking. And this should give us full DPS for those last 60 seconds. Yeah, we're doing like 2% a tick, which is roughly 60 seconds. I lost decay or leech, but I think it's fine. I also have him period and everything up, so he's at 10, 9. A little hard to tell if my burns are going still or not. Pretty sure it is though. At least frenzied is. Okay. Life tap in. Rage is back up. So that means that took me over 60 seconds. More or less. Or I'm about to be at 60 seconds. Okay. Let's do a rage and finish them off real fast before the drakes spawn, hopefully. Nope, they spawned. So I fucked up my DPS. I didn't get the 60 seconds. And notice all of my dots were gone. It might have been more sensible to add more dots. So none of these mobs right now will summon. So technically what I can do is just jump. Oh, I'm snared? How the fuck am I snared? All right, well, where did the snare come from? Was I snared that whole time? Yeah, so Turagios snares. But what I just did is I put a soul well on him so I can just heal while I'm flop. And if I'm full health, depending on where these guys position, I might be able to just take him out. You gotta love how Soulwell just heals me. Yeah, have you done that yet? Like, it's solid. Like, look, I'm full health. And, okay, so we're gonna go run with our snare. And try to, yeah, we're gonna have an issue. The issue is, let's see how they reposition after this. So he's backing up, and all the pets are. Okay, all we have to do is keep running away. So let's jump up. That's interesting, by the way. Did you see that? So when I stand, I'm not snared for a split second. Like, watch. Oh, never mind. I was that time. All right, I might be far enough away now where if I let him reset, plus I have Soul Well on, I'll be able to heal. I mean, one Soul Well is healing me for, on crit, 2200 a tick. So, like, even with my 12 to 13,000 health, one Soul Well is enough to keep me alive or pretty much complete heal me over time. Are you going to go? There we go. So the next issue, though, is I have to wait for them to fade. I guess while we're waiting, what did I get? I just got a prismatic scale.
Thanks for the follow, MRHOLMS.
Yep, thank you for the follow, Mr. Home. The dot is what's keeping aggro? Well, no. Keeping aggro is that you can't fade mobs that are deep red to you very easily without a full fade. Because my dot is gone. If my dot was still going, I'd be healed over here, or there'd be damage. But it hasn't been on for over 12 seconds. All right. The question is, do I wait for the entire fade time, or should I just stand and risk it? High probability they're going to re-aggro the moment I stand. I'm almost done. I'll just wait. We got a bunch of junk to sell anyways. Let's work on that for a moment. So we know that like a lot of this junk won't ever sell. I also messed up where I have so much stuff, it's gone out of my top bar. I should have sold before. All right, they forgot. So now I can put a soul well on him. And that should take him solo. Just like that. Yeah, the first bag is the sell bag. Okay. Heroic Hadji getting crazy high. I don't think it's possible with the gear here. It can get high, but I don't think it'll ever get crazy high. But even heroic decks had the same issue on live. When you got over like 1500 heroic decks, you started breaking, like especially swarming and stuff. But even if it did, it's not a hard fix to just nerf it. You just buy it from the bag merchant in Bazaar. It's the sell bag. I don't know. Or wait, no, that's the EOM one. You have to go to Apocrypha in the donation section and pay like 10 EOM, and that'll get you it. The 10 EOM is roughly 1500 each EOM. So it's like roughly 15K flat, which is like not much.
Enraged.
There we go. All right. So we got a lot of junk to sell. Let's just spot check it, make sure there's nothing in here I care about. I don't think there is. So here's the first sell. Ready for all the money? So satisfying. That was 2200. And Valoreth is raiding me. Right when the money's starting to come in. The best part, according to Bill. Yeah. Watching all the junk get sold. Oops, I just sold my... No, that was fine. Okay. There's my Guardian leggings. Have a good night, Valoreth. Thanks for the raid. We're just selling a Fear Clear and a little bit of Sleeper's Clear. A lot of junk that needs to get deleted. But I mean, I'm up to roughly 4K plat, it looks like, already, which isn't bad. It was worth the effort of pressing a button. Gotta be a little more careful now I'm getting farther down the list. Like, there's some gaunts of might. They're not sellable anyways, but cool. Let's go ahead and parcel junk. What am I parceling? Probably the gaunts. And honestly, that might be it. Didn't make a lot of good stuff. Only one I kind of want to put in the bank real fast is the Guardian legs before I forget. Been trying to make a set of plate that has the graphics. And then everything else I can just destroy. Which goes pretty quick when you have a hotkey to speed it up. Just click each thing, delete, and we'll be done in no time. But I don't know what I'm going to do after this. Still have the sound problem. Might want to look into that a little bit more. Is this just a, yeah, fire resist dog? That doesn't matter. I technically just deleted the stuff that dropped off the sleeper drop, but I don't think most of that shit matters anyways. So, cool. Cleaned up. We broke 200K plat. And now we can go cast spells and stuff. Okay. Let's go do a partner run real fast. I'm not going to do a long one. I'll just do the straight to Veneral clear, get the money. And then we'll hit up maybe Faradar. All right, is the captain up? He is. He is over here. Oop. Okay. I have to write a cache system so that when you're alternating targets, if the person was casting before you tabbed, it'll give you the remaining time it's casting. I don't track that data currently, which can cause some weird visual artifacts. But oh man, I forgot to load AE, my infamous problem. I always do. Not that it really matters. They all die pretty easily here. So it reports 15, which is correct. And it's got about all of them half health. That's also correct. I think this averages out to about that. I think that's about right. And then 3 left. Yeah, they average to about that much health. I think I like it. I like the X target thing. Kind of gives you a, you know, progress report. And then this guy isn't on my X-tar, which is technically a bug on the X-tar system. Bet you if we look over in the code. No, that's a bug with how X-tar works. Debating. I'm trying to remember on live. I need to go play live again and refresh my memory on, like, if you pull over 20 mobs and then there's extras after, doesn't the X-tar list get populated with mobs that are outside of your X-tar list once you've cleared it? Like once a slot's available? Because I don't ever recall a situation where there's a mob beating on you that's not on the X-tar list if X-tar is available. So yeah, everyone's confirming. So I might have to fix that. That code hasn't been touched for like over 12 years. But I might have to take the initiative to actually fix it. Not too bad. Quick and easy. Guess we can do Awakening. Yep. So it's a 100 slot, 0.8 weight, and it gives a little pop-up whenever you sell with it. So, but yeah, that's what this bag up here is. It's just my filter bag. I put everything in it and press a button and you can hear, I don't know how it sounds in-game when you sell that many items, but I have sounds disabled and I'm using packets to make my cool ring sound whenever there's a bunch of cells at the same time. So I think I really need to go work on ROF 2 Plus. I know I keep saying that every time I end my stream, but I'm getting pretty close to what I want. I actually added to EQ Core a really good addition that I'm hoping we incorporate here soon, but until we have ROF 2 Plus, you can't fully take advantage of it yet. So, all right, well, so Tar and Blanket, all you do is you buy Echoes of Memory. So you can buy one for as little as 12 to even 11,000. So that means that you need 10 of these. So if you bought 12 of these, or sorry, 10 of these at 12, that means you'd pay 12K plat to get this bag, which based on the current economy and the item cost, you can go do one sleeper clear, sell like these gaunts, or already parceled those gaunts, but you know, sell a gaunt and from Vulak, and you would get everything you need in order to afford it. In fact, you'd probably be able to buy 2 of them, which is actually tempting, by the way. I may consider adding a second one here. A bit overkill. I do like having normal bags instead. Oh, are they 30? Why did I think they were... I thought they were only 10, dude. Maybe I misunderstood. So with 30, though, it's a little more costly, but it's still... What? If it's 1,200... If it was 1,000, it'd be 30K. So, yeah, basically sub 50K plat, which that's not even a blip when you're buying things for potentially 100K to 150. All right. So this clear will be interesting. I need to make sure I load my AEs. I've had a habit of going into this blind. Okay. Yeah, interestingly, I have an issue of my merchant's empty a lot. Like everything I put up sells. And but yeah, and I think he has quite a bit of money on him still too. I need to go in there and clean that up at some point. All right, where are you at, woman? Aren't you over here? Hello, goodbye. Sometimes I can get past those guardians without aggroing them. Sometimes it doesn't work. Um, all right, we're gonna fight her on her, and we're just gonna fucking make it happen. And we're gonna use ward, and we're gonna tap ads. We're just gonna blow shit up. We're gonna start with a frenzied. We'll put up defensive. I have an issue though, and this happens often where like
Enraged.
I'm gonna get the summon spam soon. Maybe I'll get lucky though. Getting the summon spam. Only the big guys though. Okay. Now I'm getting knocked. That's not good. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Let me flop. See if I can get it off before they kill me. No, I'm in trouble. I do have Solwell on, but I don't know if I can survive this before. Nope, I got stunned. I'm dead. No, I healed. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if I can manage this. I doubt it though. Nope, there it is. Oh, when I go purple, my health bar goes super huge. I've never done that before. That's kind of funny. They'll probably summon me the moment I get in there. Yeah, I've considered it, Malik. I probably should. The problem with the blazing row is that it doesn't hurt for much. So it's kind of like pointless damage. I gotta sit down. I know somebody mentioned if you put on a pet and you have the pet taunt and then you have the pet tack to nair, it'll cause you to get rooted, and that helps a lot with the channeling problem because they knock you back and stuff. But I don't care too much. I'm just having fun. I know it's good money, but it's also not a big deal. Honestly, what I also should be doing is putting this back on during this fight. Because, you know, resists help. Ogres have frontal stun. All players on THJ have frontal stun immunity. So. Alright. Oh. Oh man. I didn't want to get summoned by you. Get me to Nair, please. God damn it. Now I'm going to be rooted here. It'll go away though. Alright. I need to con a certain mob. Single mob. Yeah, it's just, it's fine. I don't care. It's just a experiment. I can make it happen sometimes. I'm just not reliable at it yet. But I just don't care. It's not worth my time. But I got a little bit of stuff to sell. I'm pretty much done for the day. I'll go do ROF2 plus code work probably. Shield of crafting I don't care about. I'll just drop on the ground. And yeah, inventory's cleaned. Got another Og of uselessness. I mean, technically those magics will get good if I can get... Regs are just going to take me fucking forever to turn into a legendary. How much are prismatic scales going for now? Are they going down in price or are they still stupid? They're still stupid. I like how scale of dodging is 1 billion or whatever. Is that just 1 million? Oh. Yeah. But a magic is only 150k. That's actually not super bad. I'm going to probably hold off though. I don't want to buy those until I get a few more days of clearing. Especially because, when does this expansion end? Expansion is set to end February 7th. So 2 weeks and 6 days. So basically 3 weeks left. And if I keep killing this every single day, I will have, you know, why am I brain farting on 8, 9, 10, 21 days, roughly 21 attempts of sleep loot, give or take, depending on if they fuck up the server and give us more retries. So my mindset is I can save up money, I can stockpile it, and buy my focus effects I care about. I'll probably, just generally speaking, I'm turning into a caster. Like, I might look like a tank, but I'm not. I want to be a caster. So I'll just max out spell damage and essentially work on making it where I balance my gear with spell damage. So Yep. You know, I did sort it by price. Let's say I go for of magic. Yeah, so 150k or 69k, 34k. Okay, so let's think about this. If I have one magic already that's enchanted, and if I buy 3 for roughly 35, see, that's still going to be like 100k. And then you add on the combiner, which I think is 10k now. I don't know what the latest price has been. We keep changing things, and it's hard to remember things when people get, you know, when they change it. Oh. So if I spend 5 EOM, I get how much? I can get the combinator. Yeah. So 5 EOM, 369. That'll give me the 10 spell damage and the focus effect of ID, which will actually unlock a tribute. Not bad. So help me understand how the bazaar works now. Like if I buy this and I'm not in the same shard, do I get penalized? Or do, like if I hit buy, yes, I get penalized. But if I go to the same shard, am I still going to get penalized? Or do I have to go fucking walk up to the dude in order to buy it? So if I hit buy, even though we're in the same shard, I still get penalized. But if you right click his name, apparently I'm loading even though I was in the same shard. And then I click him. Is this him? I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. So I was in the right shard and it just teleported me to another shard when I clicked his name. When you say you pressed find yourself, like I don't even have find fucking bound anymore. Where is find? Oh, but find won't have NPCs. All right, so enchanted this find. This is buy my stuff, please. She has an enchanted magic for 34k. If I buy this, that puts me at 2. And then we go for the next cheapest, which is in Bazaar Shard 3. This is cancer, by the way. Like, I don't know why they had to make this so convoluted, but... And then we go back to this. We have to find him again. All right, now we have the 35k guy. Click find. Now we have trader, who has the enchanted. That puts me at 3. And then last one is another guy who's in the zone. And that'll give me my 4. Anyways, it wasn't horrible. It's just funky. Like, why are you letting me warp? You know what I mean? Like, why not just fucking save me all the zoning and memory leaks in time? All right, and then we buy a combinator for 5 EOM. And now we have magic done. Sadly, that puts me under 100k, but I'll get that back, no problem. Why can't I combine you? What am I doing wrong? Gale of Magic. Gale of Magic. Gale of Magic. Gale of Magic. In a combinator. Combine. What? Is it broken? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, because the EOM combinator's broken. God damn it. How much is the normal one? Be nice if shit worked, you know? Only 10k. I'll just buy it. All right. Now we have the 60 spell damage on my robe. Pretty sad. That only puts me to 613. I did all that for basically a +2. Kind of sad, actually. I honestly would have probably been better off putting that on another slot. All right, though. I'm going to switch out a summoning for you. That'll at least give me another point or two. 617. I intentionally don't have one in my helm yet because I'm about to swap it. But I'll probably get another. I'll put the affliction in there for now. Or not, because it's a jewelry. So I'll wait until I get my other helm done. Rocking 4 of those magics enhance are probably the best bang for buck. Yeah. I'll probably do that at some point. We'll see how close I get. But what that just did is that removed my improved damage need. So I can take this out. And then I can get the strength of... Which one am I missing? I think it's suffering. No, I have suffering. Mana preservation, not as much worried about. I thought there was another one I had, but maybe I don't. I think I'm actually good here. May as well do mana pres. Second chance is a 4% chance when maxed. Fury of Combat actually increases my flurry chance, so it's actually not bad. Stacking shielding. I don't think shielding stacks. If you're referring to shielding here, the focus effects, I don't think stack item shielding. Maybe it does, but I don't think it does. I don't know. I'd have to double check. You're stacking the mod 2s from the type 2 augs. Interesting. Honestly, I've started to care less about little mechanics like that. It's so convoluted, and you know what I mean? It's not even like a huge deal to me. Because you know what they're going to do when Lachlan comes out. They're going to add like Atenhara Augs and, you know, shit like that. So I used to min-max, but at this point, I'm just playing, and I'm happy that I'm logging in every day and I'm staying motivated to code, because there really is not, this server does not offer much when it comes to content. Especially because content is so trivial, it's hard to spread that, right? It's just daily farming shit. It's doing dailies. That's all the server is now. So min-maxing my gear. I mean, I'm doing that, but not really. I'm kind of half-assing it. I mean, I don't actually care about my tanking ability as much anymore. I'm just a caster. I've faced that fact. All I'm using warrior for, honestly, is defensive. And rage is okay. It's a decent DPS boost when I stop casting. Yeah. See, fuck that. Alt is a waste of time in my book. Like, I don't want to kill Caraferm 9 times every day. You know, like, hell, killing her once is a chore to me. So, like, those people, kudos to you if you can kill Caraferm 9 times in a single day. That just sounds like, you know, I have a job, and that job pays me to do boring ass shit. I'd rather go do boring ass shit for money. Yeah. No, and I mean, more power to you, but not my cup of tea. I can't. Like, even when we made the alt for fun on my, you know, for Twitch, I immediately was like, yeah, that was a mistake. I'm not, zero interest in logging in another character. I really hate that X targets is not getting flushed. All right. Let's get some Othmer furs. I have 38 on me, actually. So I'm very close, by the way. I'm just having issues getting that last little bit. Like, I'm at 34, and the fucking things will not let me up. Like, there's 35, and all I need is 44. Just taking forever when I'm having to farm everything. Like, I have 15 combined, and I got 1 level up so far. Doesn't Fleeting Quiver require... What does Fleeting Quiver require? Oh, it's only 222? I guess I'm done. Whoops. But I would be using it for Artisan Seal, I guess. But you did... I didn't... I thought it was 244 for some reason. So I am technically done. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go farm Fleeting Quiver shit now. Is it even worth doing? Like, does it sell? It's still selling for like 30 to 40k. Probably not worth the effort though, especially because you can have combined fails. But whatever. I'll go farm it just because. I'll probably do that while I work on shit offline, like ROF2+. Yeah. That's cool. I should just now shift over to another trade skill. Like, so brewing, I have up to 162. It's super easy to get that with the minute hard brew to get that up to like 200-ish. But anyways, yeah, I'll another day. Again, I don't care too much about tailoring and brewing and trade skills. It was just something to do on my off time. Curious, if I take this item and I move it out of the way and then I hit sell all. Okay, I did take it out. Good. Anyways, I'm done, I think, for the day. It was fun, guys. I'm going to go work on code shit until I fall asleep. Almost point blank fairy. You have to be a little bit away, but essentially, yes. It's definitely limited compared to, or not limited, but reduced compared to what you might be used to in normal EQ settings. It's very viable to backstab, frenzy. Nobody's playing sounds. There's actually a lot of players on EverQuest tonight. The viewers are spread though. I don't know anybody that's on. Let's do... I don't know. I might just... Tony Ortiz? I don't recognize him, but let's rate him. Tony Ortiz. Let's check him out. 15. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time, good chat. I'll work on projects soon and try to get some releases done, but I think my priority is still ROF2+. So, anywho, have a good one.